fell in the middle of the trip. So in the end, we turned around to find the candy. We searched on the same place 3 times, but we couldn't find it because we were curious about the taste. In the end, my sister and I decided to buy it at Shopee. And until now, my sister and I are still waiting for the package. But I'm very happy because yesterday everyone was able to attend and enjoy it together. That is for holiday experience, Miss. Thank you.
Okay, Eliza, thank you for your stories. Eliza, boleh pilih satu lagi?
Oke, mau pilih Miriam, Miss. Mariam.
Mariam, are you there?
Yes, Miss, I'm here.
Mariam. Okay, Mariam. I hope you're okay. Would you please to start it now?
Yeah, okay, Miss. On the day of Eid Fitr, I don't go anywhere and just stay at home doing activities as usual on 8 days, such as Eid prayer and halal bihalal to the neighbors. And the family in Bandung also visited my house on the first day, and we eat specialties food such as opor, rendang, and one of our family specialties food during Eid, that is pempek. On 8th day, our family makes pempek, and it becomes a routine, I think, during Eid. And I also took a picture together with my cousin for the memories with analog camera, because taking picture with using an analog camera is become I think a trend, but and people like using camera analog is popular again right now, and everything went as usual. But on the second day, I heard the sad news that my grandfather had died,
Oh,
and yeah, and that time we went to the funeral home. I think that's for me. Yes.
okay. My condolence ya, Mariam ya, for your grandfathers died.
Yeah.
Apa namanya? In Ramadan or when is it?
Second day Fitr adalah hari kedua. Ya.
Oke, benar-benar kembali ya. Kakeknya semoga kembali itu betul-betul kembali ke pangkuan Allah ya, mudah-mudahan ya.
Amin. Makasih, Miss.
Oke, thank you Mariam. Next.
Thank you, Miss. Aku mau pilih Sharon, Miss.
Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Hello, Miss. How are you?
I'm doing well, Sharon. How are you, Sharon?
I'm good, Miss.
Okay, please, Sharon.
Okay, langsung mulai aja ya, Miss. To be honest, today I'm confused about what my experience were during Eid, because my experience is not interesting for me. But in the afternoon on the day of Eid, my family went to my grandfather's house, but still in Sumedang. But I chose not to go with them because in my mind, if I because if sorry, Miss, bentar.
Yeah.
Because if I was stuck, because in my mind I only thought that if I was stuck in traffic and must be tired and I'd better stay at home. And yeah, they got stuck in traffic and I was home alone watching a Disney movie. But a few days after Eid, my family and I went to Kuningan to go to my relative's house. This time I went with them. We went at 1 p.m. and we got stuck in traffic, so we got there around 8 p.m. But when we were there, we didn't take long because in the morning at 9 We had already left to Sumedang for fear of being stuck in traffic again.
Okay.
Forget it. I think meeting with family is very important, even it for a while, because we don't know whether something like this can happen again or not. One of the factor is like COVID made us all stay at home. Maybe enough for me, Miss. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Sharon. Itu khasnya Lebaran itu adalah macet ya, Sharon ya.
Ya, Miss.
Oke, thank you, Sharon. Boleh,
Ya.
Sharon? Pilih satu lagi.
I think I will choose Santa, Miss.
Santa, are you there, Santa?
Yes, Miss.
Hi, Santa. How are you?
I'm fine, Miss. How about you?
I'm doing well. Please.
Okay. For myself, actually, I didn't celebrate it. I just did my usual activities at home. So maybe I can tell about my last holiday.
Okay.
Before it, on 29 April, my high school friends invited me to break the fast at the zoo. And it feels like I haven't been to the zoo in a long time. Maybe the last time when I was a kid. And at the zoo, there is already a package for iftar with a package of tickets, food, takjil, and photos with animals. Before break the fast, we went around the zoo and took pictures. We also went to a place where we could interact directly with birds and feed them. After walking around, we went to the restaurant and waited by sharing and chatting together after a long time no see each other. After the time to break the fast, we ate with a few of the lion's cage. It's the first time I've got close enough to lion. There's a pair of lion, and the funny thing, there is a lion cub. I watched them up close, and it was the first time I heard a lion sound for life, and it was very similar on the movies. After we finished eating, we finally took picture with the snake, and this was quite scared, but it's still safe because there was a handler. Then, when we want to take a photo with Binturong, the Binturong actually fell asleep, and it was difficult to wake it up. So, after waiting for a long time, we didn't take pictures with Binturong and we went home. And that's all from my story, Miss. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Santa. Tapi selama 2 minggu ini tetap menikmati holiday lah ya.
Iya, Miss.
Oke. Thank you, Santa. Next. Siapa?
Salma, Miss.
Siapa?
Salma.
Salma. Oke, Salma. Hai, Salma.
Hi, Miss.
How are you, Salma?
I'm great, Miss. How about you?
Okay, Salma. I'm doing well. Salma, would you please to start it now?
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Now I will tell you about my holiday experience in the momentum of Eid. On the first Eid day, my family and I prayed Eid al-Fitri in nearest mosque, and after that we kept in touch with the nearest neighbors and went straight to grandma's house together with my big family. We left early in the morning so as not to get stuck in traffic. Arriving at grandma's house, we talk and played together because it had been a long time since we had seen each other, and it was our family obligation to eat the meatballs that my aunt had prepared. And grandma's house, there is a big fish pond, so we try fishing. Then after we get fish, the fish are fried or grilled and eat together. And in the afternoon is the time that the children have been waiting for because of the THR. But because I'm got a teenager, so this year is not big as last year. And the second day of it, my family and I went to my own house in Cikalong, a trip that usually only takes 1.5 hours, but this took for hours because of traffic jams, and many also want to go on vacation to Pangalengan, and maybe some want to stay in touch with their relatives. And on the third day of it, my family and I going home to Ciamis. We left at 1 p.m. because it was estimated that there would be traffic jams if we pass through Limbangan. So my father decided to go through Sumedang, and it turned out that we were in such traffic jam. Even in the afternoon, it's raining so heavily that it's obscured the driver's view, and when the road turned, it made us very tense in the car. Even waiting to rest is not possible because the place to eat and gas station are also full of travels. And finally, we decided to just stay in the car because there were too many people and didn't keep our distance. I just sleep then at and so on until finally arrive at Ciamis at 11 p.m. And that's my holiday experience, only the experience of traffic jams. So I couldn't explore many vacation spots, but I'm happy to finally be able to go home again after a long time and gather with my big family. And that's all from me.
Okay, I understand. How do you feel when you're stuck at your hometown? And you're stuck at town for 2 years, maybe more, and finally you can go back to your hometown ya. Walaupun macet, tetap happy ya, Salma ya.
Iya, Miss,
Oke,
benar.
Salma, thank you so much. Yuk, siapa lagi? Salma boleh pilih?
Sina, Miss.
Sina, hai Sina.
Hello, Miss.
Hi Sina, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So Sina, are you ready?
Ready, Miss?
Okay, please.
Okay. Here I will tell you about Lebaran. And before that, izin wal faizin buat teman and Miss.
Yes, sama-sama.
Lebaran, my family and I di Lebaran ini, di tahun ini tried something new. We went to Jepara and Ciwidey by motorbike, which usually use a car. And the first day, my family and I went to Ciparai with 3 motorbikes. I was with my sister, mother, and my father, and my own brother. On the way to Ciparai, there are not too many stories because it's quite close. We only need half an hour to get there. While there, we gather with our father's family. There we eat a lot and we chat. And we come home in the afternoon. And day 2, that day we went to Ciwidey to my mother's parents' house. We left at 8 o'clock. On the day, my brother and I were separate from my father because of a red light, and also my older brother went ahead of me. After I arrived at Sadu, the road started to get jammed. The road was filled with cars. In the middle of the trip, my gas was about to run out, but at the gas station, the queue was very, very long, and I was lazy to wait in line. Finally, my sister said, "We will just fill up with gas on the way home." On the way, my sister and I chat and a lot and usually not through and when it was almost there, I forgot about the road to the destination, and I took the road depending on my feeling because I rarely went through that road. Usually not through the Jalan Pasir Jambu, and it turned out that the path I chose was right, but I was still separate from my brother and my parents. I thought my parents were with my brother, but it turned out that my parents weren't with my brother either. He got lost because he had never passed the jalan pasir jambu itu. So we decided to stop first. That's where my parents and I met, and we tried to contact my brother, but the road to get to what we are waiting for is quite a lot of turns, and surely my brother is difficult to find the way. And my father followed, and finally we can get back together. When it was almost there, the road was getting small, and there were also a lot of ups and downs, and there was also a road that had a lot of frogs, but it was fun and quite challenging for me. When we get to grandma's house, we take a break and we go home at 1 o'clock. On the way home, I chat and a lot with my sister to avoid feeling sleepy, and our family arrived home at 3 o'clock and Alhamdulillah safely. That's all I can tell you, and I think this year Lebaran quite exciting because we are trying new experience.
Okay. Hey, Sina, thank you.
Okay,
Next.
sama.
Cynthia. Radianti. Oke, Radianti boleh.
Okay, Miss. Thank you. Today, I want to share about my Eid experience. My Eid this year is not much different from the previous Eid. This year because at the times I was unable to Salat Eid, so I cleaned the house, and after that we ate together, and then we went to ziarah. On the first day, I wasn't going to anywhere and was a bit bored, so I decided to do some homework. And next day in the moment, I also went to my auntie house. We go to there and go and do our family's habit when we gather, which is ngaliwat. We when we ngaliwat, we tell things that each other has experienced. There are funny stories, sad stories, and more. We take photo together, and I also went to some friend house and eat this time. There are not many interesting stories, but it's quite fun because I can communicate with people who rarely communicate.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Finish?
Finish.
Thank you, Radianti.
Thank you, Miss.
Next, Hasna. Najwa dulu. Boleh Najwa?
Oke, Miss, langsung aja, Miss.
Boleh.
Hello, everyone. Here's I want to tell my holiday story. So, Eid holiday was finally coming. I have 2 weeks for Eid holidays. So, I decided to go to Cianjur to visit my mother's family after 2 years not seeing them because of COVID-19 pandemic. In the first week, I don't go anywhere, just stay in Bandung. And for the second week, I spent holiday in Cianjur. Last week, I went to Cianjur on 4th May 2022 for holiday with my family. We usually called mudik. At first, I visited grandmother's house in Cibaregbek. Cibaregbek is a village in Cianjur who has a beautiful view with a lot of widespread rice field, hills, and river. Unfortunately, Cibaregbek weather is so hot. I had driven 3 hours from Bandung to Cianjur by car. Once there, I was sick. Alhamdulillah, the next morning I felt better. In there, I met my big family from Jakarta, Padang, Tasik, and others. We celebrate Eid Mubarak happily. We did some tradition like halal bihalal, sharing THR through money, or usually called saweran, ziarah, Eid ketupat, opor, rendang, and others. Those food are made by grandma and my sister. Among all of the food, I really like rendang because the meat used is buffalo beef and the beef is too juicy than cow beef. One of the things I often do is visit the rice field with my brother and sister. I don't know why when I go to the village, I never forget to visit rice field. While in the field, I always take some pictures or some videos to make memories, or sometimes I usually upload the result to my social media. On the last holiday in uh, on the last holiday in Cianjur, I went to Cianjur City, and there I bought my favorite ice cream. That is Miche. I really like Miche because the ice cream is so creamy. Whenever, if I find Miche ice cream, I definitely buy it. After buying Miche, I found hidden gem. I found a place like cafe that's very aesthetic, cool and cozy. The name of the place is Secret Garden. In the Secret Garden, I bought my favorite food that is sushi. After it, I also never forget to take a picture. Then I went back home. On 8 May 2022, I went back to Bandung. That's enough, Miss.
Okay. Hasna ya tadi ya?
Tadi mana Najwa, Miss?
Oh, Najwa. Iya, iya. Sorry. Hasna, boleh sekarang?
Okay, Miss.
Hai, Hasna.
Hi, Miss.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Okay, go.
So, I spent my holiday mostly in Bandung. I just stroll around malls, stroll around mall in Bandung, I think. But the excited day is of course the Eid Mubarak's day. So I spend my lanjut aja Miss, nggak apa-apa.
Bentar dulu tuh ya. Oke, bentar dulu tuh. Bentar, I really have to go to the bathroom first. Give me just 5 minutes ya.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Hasna, I'm back.
Okay, Miss. Lanjut ya,
Okay.
Miss.
Boleh.
Okay, so yeah, as I said before, I just spent my holidays strolling around the mall, I think. Yeah.
Anak mall.
And for the Eid Mubarak Day, I spent it in 2 locations. For the first location, in the morning, I do the prayer in my cousin's house, yeah, my cousin's neighborhood, I mean. And it's just like 50 people, included their families, because many of my mother's side, from my mother's side, families reside close to my cousin's house.
Mhm.
And the interesting part of the Eid Mubaraks in my cousin's neighborhood is usually I do hello with my family first and go to the neighbors, but in my cousin's neighborhood we do it together because the night before each house cook food to enjoy to for the people enjoy it after the prayers. So we took a portion of the food and we eat it together on the fields. We chat and jokes around with the families and also with the neighbors. And for the afternoon, I go to Day to do halal with my father's side families, and we make satay. I make satay from lamb's meat, but I just took one bite of it because I don't really like the smell. And yeah, that's it, Miss.
Finish? Okay. What did you do
Okay.
at mall, Hasna?
Shopping, watching movies, eating, yeah, like that.
Okay. Next.
Okay.
Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Ada
Hi,
Cynthia?
Miss.
Hi,
Ada.
you're the last one, Cynthia. So,
Yes,
Cynthia, how are
Miss.
you?
I'm fine, Miss. How about you?
Well, I'm doing well. Cynthia,
Yeah,
would you
Miss.
please to start it now?
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Okay. Because I am not on vacation, so I will tell my Eid day with my family. I really enjoy celebrate Eid. Family get together and lots of delicious food. There is not difference. First of all,
Tenang, Cynthia. Tenang. Tenangkan. Semua orang juga begitu. Semua.
sorry, Miss.
It's okay, Cynthia. This is your
There is
mother?
not difference. First of all, my family and forgive each other. After that, eat ketupat opor and also with rendang, very delicious. We also eat traditional foods such as rengginang, emping, and more. Next, we went to the grave of my grandma, grandpa, and brother and sister. After the funeral, we went home and don't forget to share the THR that was shared, but this year I didn't get much because katanya udah besar gitu.
Iya, yang lebih kecil lebih banyak ya.
Maybe is enough, Miss, for my story.
It's okay. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
the
Miss.
sharing of your
Yes.
experience. Oke, kita lanjut. Kita ke ini ya. Ini alhamdulillah sudah semua. Ini masih jam 12 ya. Ya, Revaldi? Halo?
Saya belum, Miss.
Tuh kan, Revaldi belum.
Ya.
Oke,
Tadi
Revaldi.
saya telat, Miss, joinnya. Sorry, Miss.
Oke. Please, Revaldi.
Okay, Miss. Now I want to tell to sebentar ya, Miss. Ada
Iya.
ini. Ada lagi ini soalnya, Miss.
Lagi kamu di mana? Where are you now actually?
In the home, Miss.
Okay.
But there's a sound of mosquitoes.
Yeah, please. Boleh? Halo?
Yeah, Miss.
Ya, boleh.
I want to tell when the holiday I climbed to the Guntur Mountain in Garut.
Are you camping in Guntur?
Yes, Miss.
Wow.
With my high school friends, Miss.
Okay.
Last week after Idul Fitri, I've got planned with my friends in high school to climb the Guntur Mountain in Garut. We're 4%, and we take the time when one day after Idul Fitri. We're going to Garut with the bus and in 3 o'clock. After we have already prepared all the luggage. In the way Bandung to Garut, we have some problem. That way of Garut is stuck from Nagreg to Tarogong. And time consuming 1/2 hours. Bandung to Garut, which should take time 2 hours after Idul Fitri, 2-3 hours. So we'll get to base camp at 7 o'clock p.m. And then we start to climbing at 9 o'clock p.m.
Okay, so?
So the climbing is in the night. It's so make us so dull to climb. But we stay to climb at night. In the way of climb, we're almost the wrong ways to the top. But we're lucky that there's someone showing the right way to the top. And we're got post 311 in a cloud. After that, we are prepared for camp in post 3 area.
Are you sure that it's someone or something?
No, someone. Karena
sure it's someone?
maksudnya masih ada di apa ya? Di bawahnya tuh masih ada yang camp gitu, Miss.
Okay.
Camp gitu.
Bukan something ya, bukan.
Not something, Miss.
Okay.
And then prepare to for summit. That means climbing in the morning at 3 o'clock a.m. We have start to summit to climb at 3 o'clock a.m. And the way of the climb after post 3 is different way from beginning, because that in the way is so much gravel, or in Indonesian kerikil. Because the Guntur kan gunung aktif gitu, Miss.
Yeah.
And the climbing so hard because we're climbing in gravel that makes slippery. Also, we're climbing is so hard, but the view of Guntur is make me spirit because we can see the city light of Garut and the Milky Way in the sky. And the time of sun to wake up, we can see the orange of sunrise. The Guntur is so make me amazed. And we're taking a many photo, but we're still in the way to climb to top. We got to the top of Guntur Mountain in 7 o'clock. Atop it in the top is there's a fog or kabut, but I'm happy to climb the Guntur. Although I've been here twice. Maybe enough, miss.
Okay, that's nice. Senang ya bisa climbing lagi ya. How many
Yes,
days you spend in Guntur Mountain?
The time is
How many days? Berapa hari?
just 2 days, miss.
Okay, so
One
just
day,
take one night at
yes,
there.
and one to apa? Besoknya langsung pulang gitu, miss.
Okay, I just memorize my youth when I was in your age. Okay.
Miss,
Yes.
naik gunung juga, miss. Puncak juga dulu.
Enggak, camping doang.
Oh.
Okay, thank you so much, Revaldi.
Okay, miss.
Ini udah ya, alhamdulillah udah beres semua. Next, we are going to summary book. Ini aduh, maafkan sekali ya, ada 9 orang yang belum. Antara lainnya adalah let's see. Siti, Sina, Cynthia, Radianti, Netanya, Hasna, Eliza, sama Dewi. Silakan yang mau summary book mulai dari sekarang. Dewi, please. Dewi, ayo, the screen is yours.
Okay, nih. Me first, miss?
Yes, please, Dewi. You're the one. You're the first one.
Okay. Ini ya, miss. Share screen dulu.
Please.
Okay, miss.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. This is the book I read. The title is The Ghost in My School. First of all, I want to explain the identify of the books. So the author is Berliana Putri Mulyatama, and genre of this book is fiction. The book Ghost in My School is collection of stories from Berliana. Time of writing this book, Berliana is still 10 years old. Really amazing. So this book tells the story of the main character who has many good characters. The main character has a hardworking soul, and the main character is always interested in something, but she's always looking for the action in order to get it. That is also very disciplined. She rules for her father, mother, sister. The main character is also a caring person. Besides that, the main character has a good attitude and also easily forgiven. She never gives up. Last but not least, she has a great sense of responsibility. She's responsible for the small things. The reason I choose this book is because the title. This book is interesting to read because when I read this book, like we were both into the world of children's play. This book I recommend it for reading if you guys want to read something like yang ringan-ringan gitu, cocok banget. Cukup nih.
Finish?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Dewi. Thank you, Dewi. Dewi. Oke, next. Sudah Dewi siapa? Siapa ini, Anya? Anya?
Okay. I share screen it first.
Okay, please, Anya.
Wait. Udah muncul, Miss?
Udah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. First, actually, I bought this book last year because there was an influencer who recommended this book. And the title sounds interesting because it called Masih Belajar. Jadi, yeah, it's such a good title for a humble person and a person who have a willing to be taught by others. Yeah, as we know that we do still make a mistake and we don't know much about world. Even as smart as Einstein, we still have a lot to learn. So, okay, first about Iman Usman itself. He is at his young age, while still a student at University of Indonesia, Iman made various achievements so that he became a resourcer for television programs in order to inspire viewers. So, and since childhood, Iman has contributed to society by establishing a small library in his home and teaching unprivileged children. So he continued his master education in Columbia University, and while carrying out his master degree studies, Iman and his best friend Adamas Belva founded a startup in the field of educational technology called Ruang Guru. As we know that Ruang Guru provides a subscription learning video service like a private teacher and etc. So what I learned here is he wants to live in this world then and he want to live this world better than when he came, and that's inspired me to make the world better before I leave too. So yeah, it's a principle of how he value life, and he believes that education is the key for a nation to grow forward, and he don't want to take all of this privilege for granted, and he want to give back and open as many opportunities as possible to help people to be the best version of themselves and live a meaningful life. And next is from the chapter 2 in this book, childhood education that worked for him and also for me is responsibility, trust, and independence. So our parents like to educate us, like how to make a habit. If you want something, then you work for it. Well, maybe not all of parents that teach their children like that, but some of good parents teach their children to learn to be independent, but not being left out by their parents, just like alone itself. And that's kind of good parenting. And then for the next part is the last part is I like this paragraph, like when I summarizing the book of masih belajar. Yeah, everything happens for reason. Legacy is something that we pass on, whether it be to our children, grandchildren, the people around us, or in a wider context. His goals in life is simple. Yeah, he wants to leave the world. He lived in the better condition than he arrived, and he wants to leave meaning in the lives of people who are touched by his family, friends, co-workers, clients, thus who use his service. He wrote that. Okay, and that's all for me. Thank you.
Oke. Anya. Semangat
Yes.
Anya. Sampai kapanpun kita masih belajar.
Betul, Miss.
Oke,
Thank
thank you
you.
Anya. Next siapa? Oh my god, what's the matter with this one? Next, siapa lagi yang mau? Siti, Radianti, Sina. Sina dulu, oke. Sina.
Sina dulu, Miss.
Siapa?
Oke.
Sina boleh? Sina presentasinya udah? Oh.
Ada kan, Miss?
Ada, udah ada.
Oke. This book is the work of Risa Saraswati entitled Ananta Prahadi. And why I chose this book, I really like the content of this book from the way we see the characteristic of people who are model and people who are peripatient. And the essence of this book tell the life of a woman named Tanya. Although the title of this book is Ananta Prahadi, the story tell more about Tanya's life, but the existence of Ananta Prahadi in this story and most importantly in Tanya's life is very valuable because Ananta presence can make Tanya even better, and being a friend of Tanya who previously had no friends because of her nature which was not liked by people, including her classmates, even though Tanya nature could be said to be realistic and yes. Ananta figure is very good influence for Tanya. He is also a person who highly trusted by Tanya family to take care of him even he is something injured and it is caused by Tanya, but he patiently continues to accompany him. And Ananta Prahadi, who accompanied Tanya from her downturn, and also he helped in everything, including finding people who want to buy Tanya painting, and Anta effort paid off. There was a man who want to buy Tanya painting named Pierre. He liked the result of Tanya painting as well as his Tanya. Pierre is orang kedua yang bisa berteman dengan Tanya dengan emosinya yang tinggi. And the story of this book has happy ending on their own way because Tanya has a friend in her life, but
Anta lives Tanya forever. Udah Miss, gitu aja.
Okay, thank you, Sina. This is my favorite book also. I love the story of it.
Yes.
Kerennya ceritanya.
Ngena banget gitu, Miss.
Tapi
apalagi filmnya tuh benar-benar bikin nangis.
Emang udah ada filmnya gitu?
Ada, Miss.
Oh ya, di bioskop?
Ada. Waktu itu aku pernah nonton di TV.
Oh.
Pemainnya tuh Michelle Judith itu sama Vero.
Oh
yang jadi
iya?
Anta. Yes.
Oke, judulnya sama Ananta juga?
Sama, Ananta Prahadi.
Oh iya?
Iya.
Kok saya ketinggalan ya? Oh iya, film Ananta siapa? Ananta ya?
Prahadi.
Ananta. Oh, 2018. Ya Allah, kemana aja berarti? Oh iya, oke. Nanti saya menonton deh. Thank you so much, Sina, for the information. I love it. Okay, next.
Makasih, Miss.
Next, Nur. Siapa? Oh, siapa aja sini nih? Saya belum mau antre deh. Oke, Hasna, boleh? Sini ya.
Oke, main share screen dulu ya.
Boleh, please. Belum ada? Oke,
udah ada belum?
Udah.
Okay. The book's title is Coraline. It's written by Neil Gaiman, a famous writer, and published in 2012 by HarperCollins. This is the 10th edition. The first edition published in 2002, if I'm not wrong. And the number of page of this book is 208 pages. The genre of this book is fairy tale, horror fiction, fantasy fiction, dark fantasy, and it's also a children's story. The reason I chose to summarize this book is because there is a movie that I really like a lot when I was a child with the same title of the book, and I just recently know when I'm searching for a book to summarize that the movie was based on a novel. So it took my interest to buy, read, and find differences between the book and the movie. So the story focuses on a young girl or a young lady named Caroline. She just moved to a new apartment, which is just an old house that got divided into parts with her parents. Her parents were a busy parents that worked in front of the computers all day, and it made them to ignore Caroline. It feels like they ignore Caroline. So to wash away her boredom, Caroline searching for adventure, and the real adventure, also the main part of the story, starts when she found a weird little door. When she found a weird little door in the drawing room. That connect with an alternative universe. The alternative universe has everything the same as the real world, but in a better condition, with weirdness in them, such as the people's eyes are changed with buttons and cats can talk. The alternative universe has like a boss, some kind of boss called the Other Mother. The Other Mother, and she wants to trap children to live in the alternative universe forever. So the other mother kidnaps Caroline's parents. So Caroline has to be brave to save them, and while on the mission, Caroline meets the souls of children who already got trapped in the alternative universe for a long time already. That the children already forgot their names and just remember parts of the memories of their time when they live. So Caroline's try everything to save her parents and also the soul of the children, and find a way to escape to go back to her world. She makes the deal with the other mothers because the other mother loves challenges, and she also the challenge is she has to find the other mother has to the other mother has to find the souls of her parents or the other children. But if Caroline's found the souls first before the other mother, so the other mother has to let Caroline back to her world with her parents, and yeah. But unfortunately, the other mother never keep her words, so Caroline just escape and make go with through the little door and try to close it, but the ghost children, the soul of the children, warn her that the other mother will never give up until she got what she wants. So Caroline makes traps. She placed the key of the little door on top of the well, and when the other mother tried to find the keys, the other mother fell to the well, and Caroline buried her with the dirt, and she got defeated. And that's the summarize. And I recommended this book to you who wants to read a fiction novel that thrills you with the adventure in it. And it is a children books, but it's still worth it to read this book even in this age. And this book will not make you have a headache because it's not a complicated story that will make you have to think hard. That's it, Miss.
Okay, Hasna, that's very beautiful explanation. Sepertinya ramai bukunya ya. Thank you. Menjadi referensi juga ya. Thank you, Hasna. Next. Eliza, Radianti, Cynthia, sama Siti Nurhaliza. Siapa duluan? Eliza? Eliza dulu ya.
Oke, Miss.
Oke, Eliza, please.
Oke, sebentar, Miss. Okay, I will present the book that I read. The title of the book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. So the first thing, and it's actually in the title of the book, he says it's Atomic Habits, an easy proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So what James Clear does is he break down what is an atomic habit. Basically, it's a tiny habit really. It's part of bigger system, but it's just one small change. James talks about something called critical threshold, and I love the example he gives of an ice cube. If we were trying to melt an ice cube and the room starts at 25 degrees Celsius, we will not see any movement in the ice cube melting until it reaches the critical threshold at 32 degrees Celsius, and then 33 degrees Celsius, we finally start to see the ice cube melting. So, One of the things that he says is have patience with yourself because we just don't know when we're gonna hit that critical threshold and start to see the result of all of the habits that we're putting into place. So instead of thinking of your end resulting about what system do you have in a place that are gonna help you achieve your goal. So one of the things that I really start to understand better through Atomic Habits book was how our belief actually affect our habits and how we make choice. That goes really back to that whole thing he talked about. We don't always have to have this grand gesture of change. We can focus on rather small change that will compound over time. One of my favorite quotes from the book is the greatest threat to success is not failure, but boredom. You just got to keep going and you just got to keep grinding. So if you're currently in a habit that's boring, just keep doing it. You will become a better person for it. So the reasons I read the Atomic Habits book is that it's one of the most recommended self-improvement books and the type of books that are detailed and have explanation that are easy to understand. And I highly recommend this book for people who want to start, develop, or manage new positive habits. That is me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Eliza. Next, siapa? Radianti. Oh, boleh Radianti, boleh.
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
Udah muncul, Miss?
Dah.
Okay. This is a book that I summarize. The title is the title is Immortal Health by Sardar Ozkan. This book is a fantasy genre, and this book tell about Diana. Diana is a girl who is very serious and temperamental. A great miracle happened when Diana, a little girl who loved pink dolphins, meet a special boy who had a great yearning to play with the angel. They meet under a fig tree, and that's where the little girl adventure began. Diana had to face the savage my monster and explore unfamiliar territories she had never seen before. He must also learn to make important choices that will change his entire life. And this story gives a lot of meaning to the readers, although the plot is a bit confusing. The unique story invites the reader to have a wider imagination and invite us to shake our heart. The beautiful fairy tale by Sardar Ozkan tells the story of the courage and love about things that are worth risking to find one's identity. Indeed, the human heart in infinitely vast, and when we feel lost, sometimes the only way back is to dive into our hearts. And this is one of the first fantasy book that I like. I recommend this book to read because it has an unpredictable plot that makes you curious, and this book also has a very deep message to get to know ourselves more deeply and love ourselves. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, Radianti, thank you so much. Next, Cynthia. Boleh Cynthia
Miss.
dulu? Yes?
Ya, Miss. Yes.
Oke, Cynthia, boleh?
Bentar, Miss.
Oke. Sudah terlihat, Cynthia?
Udah, Miss.
Ya,
Bentar,
silakan.
Miss. Oke, langsung aja ya, Miss.
Ya, please.
Okay, so I read the book, but this book is titled Mimpi Sejuta Dolar by Mary Riana. This book tells the story of Mary Riana life journey while studying in Singapore with all the existing economy limitation. This condition for her to study while working. However, all of these conditions did not dampen the spirit of Mary Riana. This girl even dared to make a dream to achieve financial freedom before she was 30 years old. The story in the book begins in 1998 when the monetary crisis rocked the Asian economy. At the time, Mary had just graduated from Santa Ursula High School and had a dream to study electrical engineering at Trisakti University. But Mary's desire was crushed because of the 1998 tragedy. Mary continued to Nanyang Technological University or NTU, Singapore. Mary Riana had to go through her early life at the NTU campus with full struggles. Not only did she have this parentally survive on very simple food. His medical financial condition made her have to survive in various ways. However, the economy discovery made Mary grow up as a strong woman. Mary's first secret to being able to survive in the midst of economic difficulty is to cultivate as many positive thoughts as possible. Among other these, she got positive thoughts from biographies of famous figures. The biography that influenced her the most was the story of Thomas Alva Edison, and Mary also found positive energy when she met Alva Genderasa, a student majoring in mechanical engineering who could become a friend, business partner, and eventually her husband. Various life experience have finally allowed Mary Rihanna to dream to achieve financial freedom before the age of 30. The resolution was made with Alpha at the top of UOB Singapore building. With this dream, Mary is determined to make her parents happy while they are still healthy. And with a lot of stakes, Mary and Alpha ini terjun di dunia bisnis. Despite being faced with various exams, Mary and Alpha were still able to finish college with very satisfactory score. After graduate from college and getting engaged to Alpha. After that, Mary's greatest asset is energy, time, and willingness to work harder. In this case, Mary has the principle of pay now, pay later, not the other way around. So that's what she did. And finally, Mary Rihanna managed to reach $1 million Singapore at the age of 26 years. Not only that, she has also won many awards, and other achievements have come and gone. This book is recommended, and the message then can be taken is don't give up when facing failure, and there are always available lessons to be learned from it. Maybe enough, Miss.
Okay, Cynthia. Bukunya udah tamat bacanya bukunya?
Udah, Miss. Jadi dia tuh pokoknya pas umurnya 26 tuh udah bisa dapetin 1 juta, kan mimpinya tuh dari umur 30, tapi sebelum umur 30 dia udah dapat $1 juta itu.
Oke. Karena itu ya, dia pas saya sih nggak nonton sih, saya sih nggak baca, saya nonton filmnya aja. Ternyata memang ngeri ya waktu zaman rasis itu kan, waktu 96 kan dia pergi ya. Serem. Oke, thank you Cynthia. Terakhir, let's see, Siti Nurhaliza.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Siti Nurhaliza, you're the last one. Semangat.
Okay. Udah muncul, Miss?
Sedang proses dia.
Oh.
Udah.
Oke, langsung aja ya, Miss ya.
Ya.
I want to tell about book summary. This book, the title is Kening. Author is Rahmawati Fitri atau Fitrop. The publisher is Terrance Books. The publication years 2011 edition first, illustration Kuala Stufa. Genre or subject, fiction, non-fiction. The summary is, these books, what I want from her is that she is easygoing, good and influencing the atmosphere, funny and always cheerful. By reading these books, I got to know her better as a girl who has great self-confidence, has big dreams, and has a strong personality. The far ahead makes himself different from what she showed on the small screen. Petrov in the story in his book turned out to be unexpectedly very well written, such as a creativity series of stories. The life experience present in Cunning story are so captivating. Rarely is there an entertainer who, even though in his profession, is so stunning. His writings are granted to be stunning as well. It's rare, and it's not an inborn talent. Trust me, a heartwarming story would not feel moving if it was not written with amazing literature. And Petrov is role model for an artist who both have this plus point. And after all, I was entertained by all of Petrov's stories, both fiction and real life stories. I can learn a lot from him for his use of unique diction and imaginative analogies in describing things so that it becomes a steady and captivating writing. Why I choose this book? Because this book makes me enjoy to reading it, and because I don't like reading, so I'm trying to build if my literacy starts from like books, Cunnings and comics. Enough, please.
Okay, Siti Nurhaliza, thank you so much.
Aku
finish, alhamdulillah. Udah finish ya, berarti udah ada tiga nilai praktek buat kalian menghadapi UAS. Tinggal dua lagi nilai praktek ya untuk minggu depan. Sekali lagi saya ini ya, minggu depan pilih jurnal internasional yang berbahasa Inggris, jurnal online yang berbahasa Inggris, kemudian dibikin PPT-nya dan live presentation for 3 minutes. Ya. Ada pertanyaan lagi? Boleh dibikinnya pakai PPT, boleh pakai Canva, pokoknya semenarik mungkin. Boleh ada videonya, boleh ada GIF-nya, boleh ada gambarnya, terserah kamu ya. Pokoknya semenarik mungkin. Dan please jangan menampilkan PPT yang bisa dibaca. Jadi hanya poin-poinnya saja, kemudian kamu jelasin baru. Ya. Widya, ada Widya. Hai Wid.
Hai Miss.
Widya, boleh cam on dulu semuanya, kita mau foto buat BAP.
Boleh.
Yo, teman-teman semuanya di cam on dulu ya. Kita mau foto.
Yang lainnya. Mau nanya dong, aku on cam nggak?
Enggak, Wid.
Padahal on cam. Kayaknya kameranya
enggak on cam, Wid.
Di sininya padahal aku on cam, Miss, tapi kayaknya lagi error di kameranya.
10.000 aja. Ya boleh, nggak apa-apa.
Alasan, Widya.
Pakai alasan, langsung alasan. Oke, nggak apa-apa deh, seadanya aja.
1, 2, 3.
Oke, lagi
1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you so much for your attention, guys. See you in the next week's presentasi ya. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.